friend Chris Kraken.
Yeah!
Keep that going up.
I hope you dragged it down to my level, which is very much what I'm intending to do. All you totally cultured people, it does make me wonder where I fit into culture. And I realise that I'm an idiot who hurts himself. And that is why I've been training as a stuntman. That's true. And when you're a stuntman, they ask you, what is your background? And they're expecting one of two answers. Gymnastics or martial arts. I answered poetry. They look surprised. But hey, I think that could be a thing. Poetry, action heroes. And this is about that. Poetry, action heroes. Badass versus mangling nerds. They're fighting for social justice. And they're armed with very long words. They're always kicking assonance. They punch language in the face. They're saving the world with sonnets and a tastefully chosen typeface. Walking away in slow motion from explosions of sensitivity. They wrestle with Phoenix syntax for the good of all humanity. They rhetorically dispatch hitmen and emotionally disarm hidden snipers. They have rhyming couplets instead of pithy one-liners. They won't submit to bribes, to censure or intimidation. They can physically cope with a summer's day with their anxiety medication. Sometimes they may use a stunt double for some of the longer words, and they're going to need a bigger font to win the fight to be heard. Loyalty to their mission is always bound to ensure they'll come out of retirement for just one metaphor. They die hard with a triolet. They terminate the line before reaching the right-hand margin, and it may or may not rhyme. They will be back in the next stanza. Go ahead and make the Arts Council grant application. Their men will also shaken, not stirred, and they do their own voiceover narration. They have come here to explore intertextuality and chew gum. And they're all out of gum. Instead of a sawed-off shotgun, their poetry would be published, if they weren't undercover, with the dedication reading, Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah!
That's enough heroism from me, but we're actually, no, we're here to talk about a hero, Dan Simpson.
Yeah!
Not even a hero, a superhero. And every superhero needs an origin story. And I have endeavored to provide this. Now, I just need this. This is designed to be read in the company of Anglo-Saxon warriors. So if I just go like that, if I go like that, could everyone just like bang their glasses and go, "Roar!" Okay. So if you've ever taken an English class, this might sound a bit familiar. What? And hear my words, lads. 'Tis time to tell the tale. The tale of the bellowing Beodan. A hero who could never fail. Hrothgar's great hall Herod, full fair in the heart of the forest, was the home of his noblest warriors who sat around eating porridge. One white winter there came a beast who was shaggy and covered in hair. Roaring and raging, it ranged around, and Hrothgar cried, "It's not fair." All of my bondsmen are baffled and huddled in their huts. We need a man who is brave and bold. We need a man who's just nuts. Then one hairy man who stood at the back rose up and raised his hand. He was huge, he was hairy, but wild and merry. It was the Beodan! He set out with a mighty stride, with a manner both brave and bold. He strode right up to the beast itself, and he tweaked him on the nose. The beast, it flinched, but then its mouth formed into an evil smirk. It turned its back to protect, yet attack. And that big boy began to twerk. that did not dismay or cause disarray in the heart of Dan the man.
Yeah.
He moved his arms, he moved his hips, and the dance-off had begun. They cut shapes with zest, forming weird arabesques for days and days and days and days. They moved at night, they moved with might, and but still the dance-off raged. Then down he tired, down he sagged, and the beast roared, "You cannot win!" But Dan punched it in the gut and grabbed it by the butt and forced it to cling to its chin, forming a forest across its face, and that's how Dan's beard was formed. And though it struggled and tried to cause trouble across the chin at the dawn, the beast was at Dan's mercy, and whenever its rebellion would begin, it scrunched up his face to keep the beast in its place, and his upper lip would rein it in. And Hrothgar held him in high regard, and made him the deputy chief, and the people would rely on his judgment whenever they had serious beef, and his name echoes throughout the ages. Through me, your humble bard, though I'm on drugs, I'll tell them in pubs until I'm finally barred.
Yeah.